And one. Two. Come on, give me a pearl. Yeah! Perfect. Now it's just farming up some more XP. Hello and welcome back to another Chain World. As always, Rock here. And as you might have seen by the little clips at the beginning of the episode, we have successfully gotten all of our ender pearls that we are going to need for ye old end portal. So we are all set to go ahead and put those ender eyes into the portal. I think that will be something we'll do last in the episode. I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna put it at next episode is going to be the last, regardless of what happens. We have a few things that we need to do before next time, but I'm going to say I think next episode will be our last endeavor in the Chain World. We managed to get quite a bit done, I would say, enough to be a good point to pass it on to our descendant, Mia. So there are a few more things that we need to do for next time. I think it's probably best that we make a little list so that we know what we need to do. First things first, we need to set up our intro book for Mia. I think we also want to set up our goal suggestion book. This is that book we were talking about last time, and I think the time before, one of those times, where it was a book of suggestions that our descendants could use as things to get them going in the Chain World, or things they can do in the Chain World, such as making the end XP farm, or making maybe a windmill, expanding upon the village, things like that. Stuff that they don't have to fully come up with all of the ideas on their own, but they can get suggestions from us and from you guys, kind of thing. So the goal suggestion book, which these two I think we're going to do today, but I'd like to write them down just so we remember. We need to do our Mia enchant and loot placement for scavenger hunt. So we have where we want to place them, but we haven't done the enchanting for the loot yet. As you can see, we have been getting some XP from the farming, and I'll talk a bit more about where we were farming and the pitfalls of it. But I think for next time, this is one of those things I think we're going to do next time. I have a safer method of getting XP now that I'll go over shortly. And I think I'm going to use that for grinding out the rest of the levels versus trying to use what I was using to get the ender pearls. So we need to do this next time. We also need to do any enchanting for ender dragon fight. It's probably 2 words, but we'll leave it as one. So we need to do any enchanting that we want to do for our ender dragon fight, which I think might just be upgrading our bow, or getting a try our hand at level 30 bow. And then, oh no, not then. We need to build the PMS proxy head on Mount Chainmore, along with putting down the book for that. And 6, Ender Dragon fight. Dragon. F it, we'll just put it as one word. Ender Dragon fight. So that is our final list of objectives that we need to do for the Chain World, and then I think we're done. Whether we survive the Ender Dragon fight or not is a different story, but we'll give it our damnedest of fights. But that is, I think that is our final list of things to do in the Chain World. As much as I would love to be able to continue the Chain World and do all the things that I've ever hoped and dreamed for in a single player Let's Play, I will have to pass the torch on to someone else. And maybe that'll be a good point to take up my own single player Let's Play that doesn't have hardcore on. But we'll see. So first things first, we need to grab a hold of our books. And oh, by the way, while I was doing my farming, a zombie was kind enough to drop a Prot 1 chain chest plate. Now, whether we use it or not is a different story, but we have the option of using it. Let's get a quick sleep in, and we'll head over towards the intro area to set up our books for Mia. That area right there, that little farming spot that I used for the Enderman, is possibly one of the scarier survival farming things I've used. It worked well for Enderman, and it worked well for zombies. However, that thing was a death trap when it came to skeletons and witches. I had one scare where a witch threw a slowness potion at me, and I shot it in the face with a couple arrows and killed it. But there was that. There was multiple scares with before we get over there, multiple scares with skeletons seeing us, and we just dropped down into the hole that was in there and just waited for them to rattle their way away. So that was definitely a scary farm right there, and I'm sure there are ways to make that much safer. But I didn't go too in depth with that. However, I did come over here to the lovely rocket item farm, which has been doing its job quite well. The lovely rocket item farm, and I have made a minor modification, which I hope the creator of the rocket does not mind. But we made a minor modification to make it to switch it from a item drop farm to a XP farm. It's a very ghetto setup. However, it does do its job. Let's see if we can get a mob to drop down here while we're here. Essentially, it just prevents all the fall damage from the mob, which drops here, and then we can kill it with our sword. I did add this little slab right here. This is to prevent any potential baby zombies from jumping out and kind of coming up and killing us. And it also prevents any skeletons and such from shooting us, because they can't see, because their head is about at this level or higher. And if the skeleton can't see our head, then we don't have to worry about getting shot. Come on, don't make me a fool. And I'm wondering how some of these fires got unlit. Maybe they were unlit to begin with. I'm not sure. Come on, something spot. Something spawn. I would love that. La 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 la. Well, it works when they spawn, and they drop down and they float in here, and I go boop 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 boop, and I kill them. Their drops usually drop in here, but I do kill them. So let's head over to the. Let me turn this off for now. We'll get back. I use this a little bit for XP, but it's something to give us a little bit of a a little bit of a safer XP farm. I think maybe one of the things we could add to our book of suggestions will be to expand the wooden fence to encompass the rocket item drop farm, item XP farm. But I don't know if that's something I will do myself. I'm going to be lazy. And I'll pass it on to someone else. Alright, so let's get over here. So this is the normal chest. Oh, they have italicized. Oh, because you renamed them. Oh, I might have to spend a little bit of XP to rename my book. Oh. Well, bugger all. There goes a couple levels of XP that I was hoping to save up. Let's see. Yeah, that thing was scary. Now, there's probably ways, I was thinking about it while I was kind of sitting there, hoveled in a hole, of ways to make that a bit safer. I think if there was on the underside rim of that cobblestone upper platform, if there was some slabs, maybe, upper slabs, that might prevent skeletons from being able to shoot you. And then dropping down the floor, the inner floor, the one away from the fence, by removing that floor and putting slabs instead, so you're half a block down. I think that might make it a bit more safer, but I'm not sure. So we have suggestive goals. Hopefully I spelled that right. Suggestive goals. Okay. We spelled that right. Luckily I have ye old internet browser up, and I could do a quick search like that. So we have our suggestive goals books, and we'll add this into the apostrophe mark chest for Miss Mia and our future descendants, as something that players can add to that is not a rule kind of thing. I think something like this is probably more enjoyable than would be more enjoyable for descendants than enforcing some rule that they may not enjoy. So we'll be spreading these out. Additional rules we're going to have to modify ourselves as well. Additional rule. Additional rule by Rock and Roll for Life. Rather than further restrictions, upon this book rules, ye shall not have to apply further restrictions if ye shalln't want to. Now, I don't know if that's T-O or T-O-O. Shalln't want. Let's go shalln't want. There we go. If ye, upon this book of rules, ye shall not have to apply further restrictions if ye shalln't want. Perfect. Alright. And let's put that right here. Oh no, suggestive goals we'll put right there. Additional rules go here. So left to right, chain rules, additional rules, suggestive rules. Suggestive rules. This. Oh. Typing. Book. What you be doing? Why does this book not want to work? Buck! Is it because I renamed you? Okay, you type. Suggestive rules? Ah. That was weird. I had to make a new page for it to work. Alright, well, we'll go with that. This book is a book of suggestions for you and your descendants. Descendants. How do I spell that? Descendants. Okay. Descendants. This is a book. This book is a book of suggestions for you and your descendants, of goals that you can complete. This book is meant as a way to give ideas for you so that you don't have to come up with everything on your own. Alright. Let's go our first. We'll just do dashes. Dashes. Expand upon the village. Now, the only thing I wish you could do with editing books is wish you could go up and down various lines and cut them out and stuff. So it's like I make things a bit tedious, but unless we added each individual entry on its own page, then you could delete them, but that wouldn't push things down a page. Expand upon the village. Create an Ender XP farm. Oh, and the lights are almost out, but luckily we're in a safer place, so we should be okay with that. We'll give one more. Make a windmill. There we go. Suggestive goals. Perfect. So they have that done. We have our book. We're probably gonna have to rename this to. Actually, we probably don't have to because we can sign it. Welcome to the world of magic. I'm gonna totally BS this one. Magic and wonder, known as the Chain. Can't spell today. Chain world. This place has been passed down from ancestor to descendant for as long as I've known. And upon you, gentle Mia, the famed potato knight, I bestow you the right to further expand upon this world. The potato knight thing I'll talk about in a minute, but we're kind of just giving her a little bit of a story so she can read. Your goal, you may ask? Have fun, but of course, you are free to explore and build as you wish, so long as you don't defile the remains of the remains and structures of our ancestors. And we'll go one more page. However, the first goal I bestow upon you is to wander out. Wander out in search of the monument to Ryan Lorgon 111, as there is more in his head than just thoughts and inspirations. I wonder if that will be an obvious enough clue to tell her to look inside his head. However, the first goal I bestow upon you is to wander out in search of the monument to Brian, Oregon 111, as there is more in his head than just thoughts and inspirations. I think that will be obvious enough. This goal will lead you on a magical scavenger hunt, in which you must complete. Much love. Sign. Enter. Welcome to the world. Ah. The book to Mia. There we go. There we go. We have our intro book, and we have our suggested book. That's 2 of the 6 objectives already complete. The proxy monument, I think we will end up doing off screen for next time, along with our farming. So that will be, let's see, there's those 2. We had the 2 enchants, which is 2 more, which we'll do off screen. And then we have the proxy monument, which is the 3rd thing we'll do off screen, and then next time we'll do the Ender Dragon fight. Alright, it looks like the only thing left that we didn't, which I didn't mark down in my book, the only thing left is to activate the Ender Portal, which I think today's a good day to activate the Ender Portal. Let's do it now. It'll give us something to do for the rest of the episode, and I think once we activate the Ender Portal, it'll be a good time to call it an episode. Not sure how long we've been recording. It's probably been 15 minutes or so. So it should be, once we complete this, it'll be a good time to call it an episode. Now, what is the best way to get out of here? We should make it a way out of here for next time, like a doubly fence gate right here. Something to make things a bit easier for us. But we should have a boat down here, I hope. Okay, there is a boat down here. We'll get down here. Hopefully not losing any more HP. Because I do not want to die. I don't want to lose any more HP before we before we have to go on our Ender Dragon fight. That would be the worst. So let's get our way over to... No, don't collide in that. That can cause some damage. Let's get our way over to the Ender Stronghold place. Now, one thing... just to randomly talk about stuff. One thing I noticed while I was doing my farming over in the the fenced-in, cobble ceilinged area is. I'm not sure if this is a change that was in 1.8 or was changed in 1.8, or was something that was in 1.7 prior to that. What was that? Oh, must have been a touch of lag. But it looked like the zombies had a really high, much higher follow range than before, or aggro range than before. I was seeing that the zombies, like even for zombies that weren't initially aggro to us due to the really high call for help range. Oh, that was a touch of boat lag there. Call to help range, they were kind of coming, seeing us and coming to us way farther than skeletons and spiders and all of that were. So that was a bit odd. I'm not sure if they updated the range for those, but it looked like they did. All right, we finally made it, guys. After much hard work and fighting. Are we in the right one? Okay, we are. See, I don't remember going down this far last time. Is it this way? No, it was the other way. Over here? No. This was not the way. It was over here, over yonder. There it is. Oh boy. Getting excited. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Alright. The portal has been completed. Let's break this so that we don't have to worry about silverfish potentially coming over to us. But the portal has been completed. And thus, we are ready for next episode to venture into the end. And do our damnedest to fight the end dragon. But I think that is a good time to call the episode for today. We've accomplished what we could today. And we have a bit more off-screen work. Lots of off-screen work with this series. But we have a bit more off-screen work that we need to do for next time in our final endeavors in the chain world. Thanks for joining, everyone. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, or feedback, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, this is Rock. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!